Hi there guys, Sam here, welcome back to another video. You join me in the Mark 4 Ford Focus. This is being a 1.5 Tdci, so the diesel version, something that's sort of been frowned upon over recent years, mainly from government reasons. But yeah, I think it's got a lot going for it. This is the first time I've driven the Mark 4 Focus. I obviously drive a Mark 7 Golf, so hopefully this will be quite a good comparison for you guys, and I can kind of show you what the Mark 4 Focus is like. So yeah, first of all, first impressions, I massively like the inside. Now I did a video about a couple of years ago on the 1.5 EcoBoost, the petrol version, the Mark 3, which seemed to do quite well, so click on the link above for that. And the interior for that was certainly quite low rent, I'm not going to lie, but straight away in here they're trying to brighten things up quite a lot. Even like the resolution of the screen is a lot better. Yeah, and it's nice and simple, hasn't got any fancy virtual cockpit kind of thing, but it's got nice dials, as I'll kind of show. So yeah, it's nice and smooth. The steering being electric, you literally have like no feel. I think that's just the way of all cars. But this is obviously the 1.5 diesel, so you're looking at sort of like 100 horsepower or so, but it's all about the torque. That's what you want. Manual gearbox in this, a 6-speed, again, something that's just not around anymore, which is a real shame. But yeah, nice and comfortable, nice size as well. I mean, my friend, he's got loads of stuff he's sort of chucked in the back here as well, so you know, no lacking for space, no less than say my Mark 7 Golf or any other car of this kind of class. What I'm noticing is because you have so many different assists, and I learned this from the Golf GTI Club Sport review I did last week. It will tug you back into lane constantly, it will kind of play around with things. You can turn all that stuff off. For the purposes of this, let's leave it on and see how things kind of go. Yeah, and I, to be honest, I quite like it. The suspension's quite nice and soft. Obviously, this isn't like an ST version or anything, or even like an ST line. It's a Z-Tech version, so it's designed to be more compliant. But I just think what Ford are kind of doing, they're not necessarily like your top-end premium German brand. But if you just want a nice car, which is still got a decent badge, particularly the way Ford are kind of doing things these days, with like, you look at, say, even like the Mach-E, the electric car, it's pretty cool. And yeah, I'm a big fan. Certainly early impressions you can see from driving. Got some nice roads here. Now, from me being a bit of a car enthusiast, it's a bit of a shame they're not making the Mark 4 Focus RS. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, maybe I'm a minority being a bit of a car enthusiast. You can get a Mark 4 Focus ST in this. That's got a 2.3 litre EcoBoost, loads of different engine ranges, 1 litre EcoBoosts. The 1.5 petrol is quite a big pick of the range because I think it's, you know, underestimated like it was in the previous Focus. Same engine you get in a Fiesta ST, 3-cylinder 1.5, and you've got like cylinder deactivation and stuff like that. Now I'll tell you something else. I drove the GTI Club Sport last week, like I mentioned. I've seen my subscribers tell me they can get like 50 miles per gallon out the car. In this, 100%, if you're cruising, you're getting crazy MPG. Yeah, so range for this is going to be really, really good as we kind of come into some sort of like slower speed areas. But I like it. It feels nice and refined. It's quite good having a lot of the you know, no radio on, nothing on, and it feels nice and quiet. You know, there's not like loud road noise or anything. Gearbox feels good. I'm pretty happy on like first impressions, I've got to say. I'll show you like a walk around as I'm talking now, so you can kind of see it. Yeah, this isn't like a bottom of the range kind of car. This is sort of, I'd say, sort of like mid-spec. You can obviously go to town on these cars, or you could just get a bare basic, absolutely nothing on it. I think this is probably the nice balance, if I'm honest with you. I wouldn't probably go, yeah, I don't know what else you'd kind of want on a car like this. It feels smooth, and as well for a diesel car, it's not loud. And I'll be honest, I used to hate diesels back like 10-15 years ago when I was really looking forward to like my first car and stuff like that. Diesels were like the epitome of just being awful. Waiting for some crows to get out of the road there. But now they kind of come back to me, and now sort of for me electric is kind of the enemy. So I quite like it. Yeah, I like it, particularly if you're doing something like long slog commutes. I mean, is it fast? Yeah, Okay, so it runs out of puff as the more revs you get, being a diesel. But early on, it's probably not too dissimilar in the torque to my sort of 2-litre Golf R. So as an engine, it feels pretty good. I like manual engagement. See, even in a car which is like this, it's so much better. The wheel feels nice, a little bit rubbery, I suppose, but nothing too bad. Mirrors are good. Yeah, I can't. I've got to say, I'm really impressed actually, even for like a short drive. And it does make me think, particularly, I drive a slightly harder car. It's nice to have that softer suspension. Nice to have the economy. It still handles good. In the real world, it's still pretty quick, and it's the torque that people always forget about, which this car has. So get it into 6, get it into a high gear, and you're going to be absolutely fine. Yeah, I'm not too sure what else to say. I hope you kind of enjoyed these kind of like impressions of this car. It's the first time I've kind of checked it out. As for like the interior and stuff, hopefully you've kind of seen some sort of images as I'm kind of talking on that. And yeah, I like it. I've never massively trust the automatic gearboxes in Fords. It's just my kind of skepticism. Maybe I'm too old school and I remember sort of automatic gearboxes just being rubbish. I personally would go for a manual gearbox if you can get one, particularly as they're just not going to be around anymore anyway. So just get in the pot, get in the mix, and yeah, enjoy it. And also you'd save some money as well, because I'm sure the automatic gearbox would cost a little bit more. Yeah, so it's a big thumbs up from me on this car, and yeah, I'm a massive fan. And I think if you're kind of in the market of getting a family car, if you have a family and you still want something quite fun, you can't beat Fords. They build their philosophy sort of around sort of fast Fords. That's, people kind of know about that from sort of like 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years ago. That's what they've been about, and it's in their DNA. So you kind of do see that across the range, which again is a big plus, particularly if you're actually into your cars and you like driving it. Yeah, massively impressed. I really like it. Dials look really nice, really clear as well. Plenty of adjustment in the steering wheel. Seats hug you in nicely. Brakes feel good. Yeah, I mean, it's a good car. You get like the auto handbrake, so Ford have kind of gone away from the manual handbrake now, which is nice. Again, adds a bit more of a easy to use nature. But yeah, like these roads are so potholed. Yeah, it feels okay. It feels good. I'm happy. Okay, well listen, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Quick little review. Let me know in the comments if you want to know anything else, and I'll be for sure happy to help. And yeah, big thanks to a friend for lending me this Mark 4 Ford Focus. And yeah, plenty more content to come, and check back on previous content as well if you want to kind of know what else I get up to. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, share, subscribe for more content. Videos like this are basically done because of you guys from supporting the channel, so massively appreciated it. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you again next time. Cheers guys.